One of the easiest apps to use, and one that I really like, is Willy Weather. You can use it on your desktop, or you can also use it on your smartphone by downloading the app. So for today, I'm just going to show you how you can read the wind and the tide for one of our favourite locations, which is Raby Bay. So you simply type in Raby Bay and you can see that we can get the weather, wind, rainfall, sun, move, UV, tides and swell. But today we're just going to do wind. So simply click on the toggle, and the beauty is that you can see a 1 to 5 day forecast. So if we have a look at the graphs, you can plot real time versus forecasted. So you can see here the black line is real time and the arrows are forecasted. So on the day of recording this video, the wind was tracking pretty high, and in fact at just before midday it was tracking at 18.5 kilometers an hour, which they consider gentle. But we know when we're on a SUP, particularly an ISUP, wind is not our friend. So for me, I would like to see winds closer to, I guess, that 9 to 10 kilometers an hour. So that's the wind. So you can just click real time versus forecast, and you can do that for 5 day advance, which is great. Another thing you can do is the tides. So obviously when you're paddling coastal, tides are very important. So it's very simple to read. This is the low tide, this is the high tide, again 5 day forecast. Now depending on where you're paddling will determine whether you need to worry about tides. So that's something that we can talk about in a later video, but as you can see, this is very simple. And the good thing is about this particular app is that you can add many graphs. So you can add the temperature, you can plot real time, you can plot forecast, and you can see here that this is how you would potentially plan your future paddles. So if you were deciding to go on a high tide on the 20th of November, high tide would be at 6:49 and a 2 meter tide, which is quite good. But you can see here that the wind is pretty high in this location. Also, you can do other locations. So another popular place for us to paddle is COMMMUNITY. Again, just add the forecast, add the real time, and you can see that on the day of this recording it was tracking at 35 kilometers an hour, which is pretty high winds. So willyweather.com.au is a fantastic app if you're wanting to just start to understand wind and also tide types.